Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Free State Report. Grab a beer and sit back and relax.
When record those cases. I appreciate it. Make sure you're not supposed to record out here. We'll take the steps as we have to take if you're recording when I ask you to stop. Okay?
I've been in this case custody for over 12 hours now, and I have not been able to speak to my attorney.
Miranda warnings are overrated.
Wow.
Passengers that sail that day.
Hi everybody out there, this is Michael with another episode of Free State Report. I guess the first thing I wanted to talk about was why am I trying to do video blogs, or why do I have this channel Free State Report? Well, a lot of it is inspired by a man named Dave Ridley. If you don't know, he has a YouTube channel called Ridley Report, and he's a documentarian who is doing video reports on the activism that's happening all over the state of New Hampshire. There's a lot of activism that's occurring in New Hampshire, and it's been going on for several years now, inspired by the concept of the Free State Project. It's a great idea. The idea is to move liberty-loving people to an area that has been chosen as New Hampshire, and the purpose of it is to try to achieve more liberty for individuals. New Hampshire was chosen for a number of reasons having to do with the size, population, the leanings of the already native population to the ideas of liberty. And so far, now in 2010, I can say that I am extremely impressed, and it's everything I expected it to be. If you go to one of my other videos, there was a gun rally that took place in State House. And no less than 2 days prior, a small committee decided to ban the carrying of firearms within the State House by a rule. And within a short period of time, we were able to gather over 30 activists to create have a demonstration in the State House. And it was amazing that such an event can be created in a short period of time. You know, even during the holiday season, of all times. But that is why the politicians picked that time, was because they thought they could catch everyone off guard. And now there's already been other demonstrations. I mean, hundreds of people showing up to committee hearings trying to fully ban the carrying of firearms, and metal detectors being added in. So for all of you out there that are on the fence as to whether or not the activism that's going on in New Hampshire is real, or skeptical of how organized and motivated people are here, I just wanted to provide another outlet for people to see what's going on, because videos like this is what inspired me to move to New Hampshire. Dave, when he was doing his videos, I was amazed, not only by just the enthusiasm people had about the ideas of liberty, but what they were willing to do, and especially the civil disobedience, putting their own liberty on the line for principle. It's amazing to see that, and it's even more amazing to be around those people that are willing to stand up and support each other as they tackle this behemoth that is the state. And it's really been kind of a bummer. There's been lots of activism that's been going on. A lot more of it, I think, recently has been political, but I certainly wish I could at least be there for the political activism. I've been working long hours, so I haven't been able to get out and get video and some news. For instance, a homeschooling bill that would have been a terrible, terrible bill was soundly defeated. There was also I believe I heard on Free Talk Live, the income tax was stopped in New Hampshire. So it's just, we are getting stronger, and we are revitalizing the ideas of liberty around just amongst the people here. So it's just an amazing time, And for anyone out there, you can just check out a numerous amount of websites. I mean, there are just so many media outlets that are being created. Besides this small one that I'm trying to start up, there's of course the Free State Project site, Free Keen, NH Underground, NH Liberty. There's also, I believe, a Seacoast website. The activists in the Upper Valley, they're starting up a website, and there's just a host of other websites. I can't even think of them all right now. Facebook groups. People are always creating an event for some particular purpose. For instance, on the NH Liberty forum or website, they'll have scheduled meetings where you go and learn how to read the bills. If you don't know, nhliberty.org is an organization. It's an organization that makes it their business to read every single piece of legislation that's brought before the committees or to be voted on in the general court in New Hampshire. And there is, as far as I can tell, no other organization in the United States that reads every single piece of legislation that the politicians attempt to pass. And it kind of makes sense. New Hampshire is a smaller state. I can't even think of how many bills there would be in a state like Florida or California. I mean, how many more tens of thousands of activists would you need to read all those pieces of legislation? So we have something that's real special here, something that is not being done anywhere else in the United States. Here, the best people, the most motivated people are coming to New Hampshire and doing things. Like I said, it's creating our own media. With the gun rally, the very first one, the smaller one, we had newspapers that showed up. But even if those newspapers didn't show up, we had multiple people there with video cameras documenting it and getting it out there for the public to hear. Free Talk Live, that's huge. And lots of people, they do get the message of liberty from all these different media sources. So it's just staggering how critical the internet is to getting our message out there to people. So, because there's so many people out there that do not know about the Free State Project, that are alone and are depressed and believe that there's nothing that can be done for the advancements of liberty and personal responsibility and sovereignty and all that. So I'm going to do what I can as far as documenting what's happening here as far as activism. Probably it'll really pick up a little after the winter time, just because of my job.